What up, everyone? Long time no see. So, I've decided that I've had to take a lot of time off because of work and things like that, and I was already behind, so I've decided to just skip the rest of the month of July. I'm already so behind, and honestly, I took a look at some of the other boxes of the month, and they sucked, especially the Nerd Block Company. Their boxes were shit this month. So I'm just going to skip the monthly review, and start fresh with the month of August. Oddly enough, the boxes of August haven't started coming yet, because it is the 17th of August as I'm recording this right now, and not a single box of August has shown up. Not one. So that's a little bit weird. I'm getting a little bit concerned at this point, but I'm guessing they're all just late for me? I don't know. Anyway, there was one box that I did want to get to that did come in July, and that was the collector's case. So, this box I had ordered late in June, and I got June's box not realizing it was from June because it came halfway through July, and then a second box came and then I realized I had June's. Had I known I had it, I would have recorded it last month and put it in the review, but it didn't come in time and I didn't know it was June's box. So I wanted to make sure to get July's box, so I didn't want to miss out on another month because I kind of need to decide if I'm keeping it or not, so I wanted to make sure and get this review in. I did go through June's box, I opened it up, and I'll show a quick little picture of it right now. I thought it was good. This is a brand new company. Something they're specializing in, much like the BAM box, is autographed items. You have two options of boxes. The regular box, which has random autographed items in there. I'm not sure exactly what the statistics are. I'm not sure if they mention it or not either. Or you can get the Sure Thing box for, I think, $20 more, and definitely get an autographed item. And you know who it's going to be by most of the time because they do announce it beforehand. So I just went with the regular plan, just to go with the monthly one, just to give it a review of that. But it's cool that they do autograph stuff. That makes it kind of special. And everything in here was packaged really well. And it seemed like a pretty decent box. I didn't go through all the trouble to do the rating and stuff. I will do for this one, though. So we'll take a look at this, and we'll see what kind of rating it gets, and we'll talk about value and everything like that. But so far, so good. It seems like a legit company. It's pretty good starting out, which is good to see. So, let's take a look at this. Check it out. So yeah, like I said, packaged very well. It's got nice paper in here, and it's got a good box too. They got their logo on and everything, so they seem well put together, if nothing else, which I like to see. And they always put a description card in there with everything in the box and the description of each item, and also they talk about the autograph stuff. Not everyone gets one, but if you did get a Sure Thing box, then that's on there. And it looks like this month was David Hasselhoff, which is cool. Everyone loves him. So one thing they do is a shirt every month. So let's take a look at this one. So pretty simple in design. Start game. Oh, there's a big design on the back too. Didn't notice that. Game over. So that's pretty cool. The only thing I don't, one thing to note is that they do not offer any variation in shirts. They only at this time are doing the unisex shirts. They aren't doing guys and girls, which I think they should do. Not only should they do that, but they should also do fitted ones as well. Some people don't care. A lot of people that don't care about fitted shirts wouldn't care if it's unisex or not, but I know a lot of people do care about that. I care about that. I like my shirts fitted, and I'm sure a lot of girls would like their shirts to be more feminine too. The unisex ones are fine, there's nothing wrong with that. They just don't fit as well, and they're not as good in quality, so it's a little harder to wear them. Like, you can always tell, like, the sleeves, like, they're giant. Look how big the sleeves are. And that's how it is for unisex shirts. And it's the Gildan Ultra Cotton, so it's the thicker one. The good news is these types of shirts last longer because it's really thick cotton. It's just not always as comfortable. The cotton's not as soft, it's a little bit rougher, and the fit's not always perfect. But the design's good. I like the design on it. It's simple, but it's still a good design. But the overall t-shirt quality isn't the best. So I hope in the future they do give the option of fitted shirts, or at the very least, guys and girls. They offer unisex. They also offer the youth sizes, which is good, but I think they should split it up between guys and girls because I think people would appreciate the shirts much more. So as far as the score on this shirt, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. The design is cool. It's a little bit simplistic, and the quality of the shirt's not the best, so that's something that they can improve on in the future. Alrighty. Moving on. So it looks like we got a scalar, and this looks like a really big one. So we got the Xenomorph from Alien. Get close for that. So there he is. This is really big. The scalars are usually small because they usually go on your cords and stuff like this. But this one is a lot bigger, and the cable has to be a lot thicker for him to fit on there. So I'm not sure what the point of the bigger scalers is, because it doesn't seem like it'll fit on a standard cable because his hands are too big. It looks more like it would go on an antenna, I'm guessing, but yeah, I'm not sure why they would make him so much bigger. I think the size they had him before was perfect. It's a little more detailed, which is cool, but it seems odd to have a bigger scaler. That has nothing to do with the box. I'm just commenting on this specific figure, but it's still cool though. I like aliens and I like the Xenomorph. That'll do. And NECA is always a good company. They make lots of good products, so I like NECA a lot. Alrighty. So this I got in the last box too, and I remember on the description card it says, it always asks, did you get a mystery pop? I've gotten it in both the June box and the July box, so I'm not sure if everyone gets one. It seems like they do. It seems odd that they would ask if you got one if they didn't. So I'm guessing it is a bonus. It says a bonus item, randomly inserted bonus pop. So maybe I just got the bonus both times. But if not everyone gets one, then that can't be included in the value because the value has to be what everyone gets. But anyway, let's take a look at this. I like how they wrap it though. They did a really good wrapping job. So Black Manta, DC pop figure. So yeah. Just a random one. I'm not even sure if that's fitting in the theme or not. Could be. Can't even remember what the theme was. Yeah, there we go. Random pop. Alright, let's see what else we got. So it looks like we got a reaction figure from the Rocketeer. There we go. Rocketeer figure. So it looks like they're doing a little more of the Funko stuff. In the June box I got one of the random pop figures, and then we also got a Wacky Wobbler, which is from Funko, one of the more unpopular series, much like the reaction figure. Funko's good, everyone loves Funko, the pop figures, but most of their other series are not very popular and honestly aren't that great. I like Dorbs and things like that, I think they're great. They're not that popular, but some of the series like the Wacky Wobbler and the reaction figures, I've never been a fan of, and I don't think most people are either. The quality on them just isn't really there. For classic figures, it's okay, but for modern figures, not so much. But it's just a simplistic design, and these always run about the same price, right around $8. They're not very collectible. I don't think there are too many people that collect reaction figures, and I don't think there's a high resale value, and I don't think they pretty much ever go up in value. But we got a reaction figure. At least it came in good condition. Alright, let's see what else we got here. And this looks like a card game, Force of Will. So this looks like a collectible card game, and it looks like we got a starter deck here. I'm not sure what Force of Will is. Never heard of it. I'm guessing it's a new series, specifically for this card game. The artwork on the cards looks cool. Oh, you got 2 decks in there. Okay, so obviously you need 2 to play the game. So this, we've seen things like this before. People trying to promote a new card-playing game, collectible card game. They'll send you 2 starter decks to get you to play. I obviously can't comment much on it because I've never heard of it or played it before, but I do like the artwork on the cards. That's about all I can say from there. So Force of Will card game. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got in here. Seems like we got a random card, Star Trek 50th Anniversary trading cards. Just got 1 though. So this is kind of just free floating in there. Maybe there's more in there, I just didn't see them. But it looks like the logo of, it says 50 and it's got the little lapel pin on there, Star Trek emblem. So it just kind of is an individual card, not in a case or anything. It's not damaged, which is good, but it says coming in 2016, so I'm guessing they're doing a card series. So I'm guessing that's just a promotion for it then, since it's just the 1 individual card. Next, speaking of trading cards, we got Casper. Casper trading cards. Alrighty. I don't know if that's from the movie or not, or if it's from a show. Let's take a look. Let's open up one of these bad boys. So it looks like these are indeed from the movie. I don't know how many of you remember the Casper movie. This came out when I was a kid. It looks like it says 1995. So, a bit of a retro trading card. But that's still cool though. It's always cool to see cards like that. I like the classic cards. Casper, kind of an odd choice. I'm not sure what the explanation is behind that. I'll have to read the card, maybe get a little more info. We got some packs. of Casper trading cards from Fleer. Alright, it looks like our last item. Yes. Oh, that's cool. So I guess it came with a pop protector. I didn't notice that. That's kind of nice. That's generous of them. It's always nice to include a pop protector. So that's cool. And the last item looks like an apron and cooking hat. Ghostbusters, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's cool. I like that. Nice little cooking apron. I don't think I've ever personally used a cooking apron, but it's still cool to have. I like the design of it. I think other people would like that too. Alrighty, so that was all the items in the box. This is the box of July, so we'll take a short little break, and then I'll come back, talk about some value on this box, and give this box a rating. See you soon. Alright, we are back. Let's talk about some value on these items. First, the shirt. Like I said, 6 out of 10. It'll get the standard $12 to $15 value. Then, the oversized scaler. This is actually going for like $15 to $20, which is really surprising. Way more than I thought it'd be going for. The smaller ones do go for around 10, so it's not too surprising, but still more than I thought it would go for, because I've never seen scalers being that popular. The Xenomorph is a popular character, but I don't know if these are super collectible or not. Excuse me. I'm guessing a little bit because it has such a high resale value, but yeah, 15 to 20 on that. So pretty surprising. Next, the reaction figure. This is going to go standard, $8 or $9. That's pretty much how always all the reaction figures go. Like I was saying, they're not very collectible, they're not very popular, there's pretty much no resale value, so the best you're going to get is like the standard market value. And you know, any store you go in, these are always in the clearance aisle. You see them at Target and Walmart and stuff. These are always on clearance because not that many people buy them. I just don't think they're that popular. But yeah, so that'll get the standard value. Then, our Force of Will starter deck. I didn't realize that, but this is imitating Peter Pan. So this character, this chick on the front, is Peter Pan, and the other deck has Captain Hook on it. So I'm guessing that there are other characters from Peter Pan on the cards. That's cool that they actually resemble something, so I'm guessing they take different fantasy things and make them into cards, which is pretty cool. I like the concept of that. But this is actually going for a high amount too, at least like 15 or 16 bucks for this. Now, I've never heard of this Force of Will, but I'm guessing it's somewhat popular if people are actually buying these and seeking these out. I'm guessing they're picking popular, like I said, fantasy things and applying them to the cards, which I'm sure gives them some popularity. But, you know, can't argue with the value. If people are interested in it and they're buying it, then is what it is. So like 15 or 16 on that. Then, the Casper trading cards. So these are retro trading cards from the 90s. Any trading card from the 90s, they're pretty much have no value. There was a big, huge boom of trading cards in the 90s of everything. Of baseball cards, basketball, comic books, movies. There's trading cards for just about everything you could possibly imagine. So there was an influx of them. So to this day, there's still millions of these card packs that are unopened because they just never sold. There was such a boom, and most of them just went in the garbage. So you can get these pretty much anywhere. You can go to your local comic shop and still get ones from the 90s, and they come up in boxes very often. So these packs of cards are usually only go for like $1 or $2 a piece. So for the set of 3, it's going to be like $5 or $6. It's always cool to see retro cards. Again, not quite sure why they picked Casper. It seemed kind of random, but you know, whatever. Next, the last item is the apron. Again, pretty high value on this. This is going for like 25 to 30. So I can imagine this being pretty popular. It's a very well-known character and it's cool. Maybe it's just me. Maybe people around here just don't use aprons that much. Maybe it's just like on the West Coast we don't. So I'm guessing people elsewhere do because it seemed a pretty popular item. So yeah, good value on that too. You'll notice I did not give a value on the pop figure. There's nothing special about this one. It's pretty common, so it'll go for like the standard price around 10 bucks. The reason I didn't give it a value is because not everyone gets that, so it's a bonus item. So I can't add that into the value because the values are supposed to be off what everyone gets and not what certain specific people get. Just like the autographs. I didn't get one in either box, but if I had, much appreciated, but I can't add that into the value because not everyone gets it. So I appreciate that they did that. It's really cool that we have the option, but I can't put that in the value. But regardless of that, even without the pop, the value here is pretty tremendous. On the low end, we have $80, and on the high end, we have $96. So this box costs $33. It may vary a little bit depending on where you live. If it's in the United States, it should be right around that price. But you got way more than double your value, not even including the bonus pop or if you got an autographed item. And on the high end, you got almost triple your value, which is pretty incredible for a new company. That's very impressive for them to do, and to be having autographed items, and also to give the option of getting that a permanent or for sure thing to get an autographed item. So that's really cool that they have incentives like bonus pop figures and autograph stuff. That's really cool that they have those incentives. Again, I'm not sure what the statistics are on it, but even if there's an option, I still think that's really cool. Now, as far as the items in here, they were pretty odd choices. They definitely weren't common stuff, which is a good thing. You don't want to see everyday common stuff. The reaction and pop figure were pretty common, but the other things in here were things you don't normally see. So it was things a little bit out there. And they weren't my personal top choices, but everything in here seemed to hold pretty high value and seemed to be somewhat popular, so you can't really argue with that too much. It seemed like maybe not your everyone's favorite personal choices, but if you didn't like something, it seems like you'd have no problem giving it away or selling it online if you wanted to. So the resale value on all these items was pretty high. So value-wise it was high, and resale value was high, and the option of getting all the bonus stuff I think is really cool. So that's pretty impressive for a startup company. So that all being said, I'm going to give this a 7.75 because you did get really high value. This is just me personally. I wasn't a fan of a lot of the choices in here, but let me know what you guys thought though. If everyone loved this stuff in here, then I think it should get a higher value because they did do a really good job. But I'll wait to hear what you guys think, and then maybe we'll see this again next month. But so far, so good. I think they did really good on the value, which is hard for companies to do, and I like that they give such good incentives. But again, let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and we'll talk about this and revisit this next month. In the meantime, this has been the Collector's Case. 7.75 on the box, 6 out of 10 on this shirt. Let's talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you in probably soon for the boxes of August. Thank you all for watching. Love y'all. Peace.